Time for a wrestling reboot. It's time for Royal Rumble 1988, the very first Royal Rumble. This is episode 6. We are going to change the shit out of this Royal Rumble and make it so much better. There were so many superstars that weren't utilized that we need to use. This Royal Rumble is going to be probably the best Royal Rumble ever. Let's do this. Now, you know, I always like to start with the superstars that were the champions after the last pay-per-view, which was the Survivor Series 1987. The $1 Million Man brought the championship off Andre the Giant. We got Ricky Steamboat as the Intercontinental Champion. Tag Team Champions are still the British Bulldogs, and the Ladies Championship is vacant until we can get some decent women contenders, because we're sick of seeing that old fucking hag Moolah. So this is going to be sweet. So, was there any title changes in between the Royal Rumble and the last pay-per-view Survivor Series? Yes, there was. Let me show you. So on Saturday night's main event, we had Strikeforce. Strikeforce become the new tag team champions, defeating the British Bulldogs. Strikeforce needed the gold, and needed the gold for me to be able to do what I'm going to do next with the tag titles. This would have been a great match on Saturday night's main event. And in the Reboot series, this is the only place I can really give Strikeforce the tag titles because they really deserve it. Strikeforce are your new WWE Tag Team Champions. Also on Saturday night's main event, Jack Tunney, President Jack Tunney, has stripped Ted DiBiase of the World Championship and said, "You will never the champion. Ted, you were never the champion. You cannot buy it. You have to win it by pinfall or submission." So Andre the Giant was the last champion, not Ted. So Andre has actually been stripped of the World Championship. But Jack Tunney has come up with a plan for the Royal Rumble. For the Royal Rumble, there is going to be a match for the vacant WWF Championship, and it's going to be between Ted DiBiase and Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan, the last champ, versus not Andre the Giant, because he sold his way out of being the champion. So it's going to be Ted, because Ted's been stripped of that, not being champion. It's all crazy. It's going to happen at the Royal Rumble. Ted DiBiase versus Hulk Hogan, vacant championship, and what a hell of a match that would be. Instead of a signing, Andre the Giant signing a contract with Hulk Hogan, no, we don't want that coming up. We want this title match. So going into the Royal Rumble, we've got a vacant WWF Championship, we've got Steamboat the champ there, we've got Strikeforce, and we've got a vacant Ladies Championship. Bit of vacancies happening there, but that's alright. We're going to head into the Royal Rumble. This is going to be the best pay-per-view reboot that I've done so far. Stick around, and watch this shit. This is sweet. So first of all, taken off the card, we're taking the Young Stallions off the card. Tama from the Islanders is coming off the card, and Boris Zukov is coming off the card as well. These four will not be in the Royal Rumble now. They are off the card. Sorry, but you're gone. Now look at this lineup here of who got left off the card. Now these guys are going to be on the card. You're not going to be contract signing anymore, Hogan. You're going to be in a World Championship match. Rick Martel's in, Honky Tonk Man's in, Macho Man's in, Demolition's in, Fabulous Rougeau's in, Brutus is in, Bam Bam is in, Dynamite Kid is in, Davey Boy Smith, King Kong Bundy. We've got George the Animal Steele. Andre the Giant is going to be in the Rumble. Hercules, Bad News Brown is going to make his WWF debut at the pay-per-view. Coco Beware and Ted DiBiase now in the title match with Hogan. This is awesome. This is awesome that we can add all these guys that didn't get utilized. This is why this Rumble is going to show that this would have been the best Rumble ever. Now let's get to the rules before we get to the card. So anyone on the WWE roster can be booked. Once an official WWE contract is expired, that superstar cannot be booked. Injuries to superstars can be booked if they're actually injured in a real timeline, but due to history being changed, now we can book them. They're not injured anymore. Book pay-per-view smart, as storylines will continue, so if you haven't seen the first 5 episodes, go watch the first 5 episodes so you know what is happening or why I've rebooked everything the way I have. Let's get to the pay-per-view card now. So the show starts with President Jack Tunney announcing the winner of the 30-man Royal Rumble will move on to WrestleMania 4 to face the winner of the WWF Championship match between the vacant title Hulk Hogan versus Ted DiBiase. So the winner of the Royal Rumble, Jack Tunney, announces the very first Rumble. I am just bringing it straight from 1993 down to 1998 for the first Royal Rumble, and it's going to go straight to WrestleMania. That's what's going to happen. And it's going to be a 30-man Royal Rumble as well. Okay, so the first match is the Tag Team Championships, the new champs, Strike Force. Strike Force, they're up against the Hart Foundation. Well, the Hart Foundation, they win the championships again. They'll be going into WrestleMania 4 as the Tag Team Champions. They won't be in no damn Battle Royal. Hart Foundation are your new WWF Tag Team Champions. And at least Strike Force got to have a little stint with the tag titles there. So the Dream Team breakup rival continues. We're having a full year of this. We've really gone full belt with the Hammer Beefcake storyline, and it will lead into WrestleMania 4. So they just have a one-on-one match here. Beefcake against Greg the Hammer Valentine. Of course, this will continue, especially as after Survivor Series they had their teams against each other, and Beefcake won that. Hammer wins this one. Hammer moves on to the bragging rights at the moment with their rivalry, and I'm pretty sure they're going to be having one more match, and it's going to be a very special match between these two. Match number 3, the feud continues from Survivor Series, the Intercontinental title match. Ricky Steamboat is still your Intercontinental champion. He is defending up against the Ravishing Rick Rude. Now, I'm pretty sure this is the same as the original card, but it wasn't for the Intercontinental Championship. So this is a same match from the original card, but winner is still Intercontinental Champion is Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, and this could have been a better match than it actually was on the original card. Let's put some more work into it, boys, and this could have been an epic match. Match number 4, we're going to have Bad News Brown make his debut at the Royal Rumble 1988. He was on the roster. He hadn't had a match yet. We're going to make him have his debut against Jake the Snake's brother, Sam Houston. So Sam Houston would take on Bad News Brown. This will be a quick match. Not a squash match, but a quick match. And Bad News Brown will take the win in his debut. And we're going to give him a bit of a build-up. So just remember, his first match was here at Royal Rumble 1988. And let's watch him progress. Now for the vacant WWF Championship match, Hulk Hogan versus Ted DiBiase. Ted DiBiase was never the champion. So he was stripped. On the record books, never had the title. It was Andre the Giant. He gave the belt away, which vacated it. But then Jack Tunney is given Hulk Hogan versus Ted DiBiase this damn match. And oh, what a good match. Ted DiBiase becomes the WWF champion. He becomes champion with Virgil holding Hulk Hogan's feet. And we get a new official champion, Ted DiBiase. Not a two-time champion, but he becomes a one-time official champion. So he should. And he can move on to the main event of WrestleMania. And Hulk Hogan is not happy at all. And neither is the crowd. The 1988 Royal Rumble match could have been so much better if they utilized so many more wrestlers, but they didn't know that it was going to be such a big thing. It was just a test. So we're turning it into a 30-man Royal Rumble. So number 1 we would have come in would be the Ultimate Warrior. Ultimate Warrior would be number 1. Number 2 would be Danny Davis. Danny Davis would be looking shit scared, shitting himself. He would get eliminated pretty quick. Number 3 would be Haku. Haku would last at least about a minute and a half with the Ultimate Warrior, but then he'd be eliminated. Then we'd have Nikolai Volkov. Nikolai Volkov wouldn't last no more than 10 to 20 seconds. Nikolai Volkov is gone. We've had 4 in and it's still just the Warrior. Natural Butch Reed comes in. The Butch Reed, he lasts about a minute and 10 seconds. Ultimate Warrior gets rid of him. Next in is Stan Hansen. Stan Hansen, well, Ultimate Warrior doesn't really stand a chance here because Stan Hansen uses his horse iron throttle and hits Warrior in the back. And but then we get the next number come out and we got Davey Boy Smith. Davey Boy Smith comes down the ring. Then we've got Don Morocco. Don Morocco's in the ring. Then we got one of the Killer Bees. We'll have Jumpin' Jim Brunzell come in. And then Hercules comes in. Hercules starts clearing, clears a Killer Bee, clears a Don Morocco. Stan Hansen's still beating down Warrior, but Warrior's starting to hold Warrior up. Then we got Hillbilly Jim comes in. Rougeau brother. Then we've got Wwf Wwe, he comes in, and George the Animal Steel, and then we're going to start having a bit of a clear out. Bit of a clear out happens. Hercules and Warrior start clearing out everyone, and then it comes down to Hercules and just Hercules. It's just Hercules and Ultimate Warrior. But One Man Gang comes in. Here comes One Man Gang. One Man Gang. Hercules, they're beating on Warrior. Now we've got another Rougeau brother. Rougeau comes in, and they eliminate. The three of them have eliminated the Ultimate Warrior. So we've got Rougeau, One Man Gang, Hercules, and then comes Dynamite Kid. Dynamite Kid's got to battle them. He nearly gets thrown out, but down comes Smash. Smash is coming down. He's going to help him out. Smash is getting a bit of a smashing as well, but there comes the King. The King Harley Race comes down. And he starts smashing on Davey Boy, Dynamite Kid. He starts smashing on everyone. But then, number 19 is Macho Man Randy Savage. Macho Man Randy Savage runs down to the ring. Hercules is gone. One Man Gang is gone. And the rest still keep beating down. But here comes next in, 20. Now number 21. Macho Man was number 20. So now number 21, here comes King Kong Bundy. King Kong Bundy's laying this, but now Smash has come down. Sorry, there was Axe that came down before. Now it's Smash. Smash is just smashing everyone, but the Demolition are teaming up, and Jake the Snake comes in. Now we got Jake the Snake, 23, 24. We got Honky Tonk Man, 25, another Killer Bee. And then here comes Bam Bam Bigelow. Bam Bam Bigelow at 26, and he starts clearing the house. A lot of people are getting eliminated now. Junkyard Dog. Then we've got Dino Bravo. Then at 29. 29 is Andre the Giant. He absolutely cleans house. He picks Bundy up by the strap and throws Bundy out. Number 30. Number 30 will be Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. He'll have to be number 30. Then the final four. So the final four in the Rumble is Macho Man, Andre the Giant, Jake the Snake, and Bam Bam Bigelow. Now, Jake the Snake, he's not happy. He's not happy in there. He wants to win this. He wants a WWF Championship match against $1 Million Man, but so does Bam Bam Bigelow. But Andre the Giant doesn't want anyone to fight him. If Andre the Giant wins, he'll just lay down. Macho Man doesn't want none of that. Bam Bam Bigelow is gone. Bam Bam Bigelow is gone from Jake the Snake and Macho Man. Andre the Giant throws out Jake the Snake, and then Macho Man somehow, someway gets a few elbows from the top rope as he's falling backwards. Macho Man gives him the clothesline, and straight over the top rope, Andre the Giant goes. We've got Macho Man winning the Royal Rumble, and he will be going to the main event of WrestleMania 4, not from a tournament, but from winning the Royal Rumble. That's the way it's going to be. Macho Man wins the first Royal Rumble. Why the hell wasn't he in it in the first place? So it had to be done. Ted DiBiase had to officially win the WWF Championship for my likings. That's why I've rebooted it all the way like this. Give me a like and subscribe if you haven't, and if you haven't watched all the other episodes, make sure you do. Let's go through the champions after the pay-per-view of Royal Rumble 1988. We have the new world champion. He's now official world champion. And yes, with the Royal Rumble winner of Macho Man, we're setting up the original main event for WrestleMania coming up. But it's better than a tournament. It's better than him getting all the way to the end of the tournament. It's better than him actually being champion. We've got Steamboat still champion. We've got the Hart Foundation, new champions beating Strikeforce. That's why we had Strikeforce beating the Bulldogs, and Bacon women's title still. So let's have a look at the cards. Look at this, original card versus my card. Jim Duggan winning, not as good as Randy Savage winning. We've got a World Championship match in there. We've got Bad News Brown making his debut against Sam Houston. Jake the Snake's brother. Ricky Steamboat versus Rick Rude. Brutus Beefcake and Greg Valentine continuing their feud. and a nice tag title there for the Strike Force and the Heart Foundation. Main event should never have been the Islanders and the Young Stallions. No, thank you. And the Women's Tag Team Championships we don't have on our rebooted world at the moment. So what do you think, guys? Give us a like, give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Next episode will be episode 7, WrestleMania 4. Yeah, WrestleMania 4. We're up to that, so that's going to be a good one to rewrite, and we'll see what we can do for that one. Cheers, guys, for watching. See you.